Minneapolis, Clayton Kershaw was in prime form, call it perfect, in his season debut start to century man. Who better to chat with about Gaudreau's milestone than the Flames' assistant GM, who openly discussed the playoff advice he shared with Gaudreau, and why he thinks the face of the franchise is better positioned for springtime success this time around. In a wide-ranging discussion on the Eric Francis show, Conroy stated his Zelka case for Elias Lindholm, identified what has surprised him most about this team, projected how Matt Coronado should fit as an NHLer, and insisted that nothing about the current group reminds him of the 2004 team he starred on. He also shared one of his favorite Daryl Sutter stories, involving a loaded offer from the coach to snag an autograph or two from the opposition. Sportsnet, can you speak to the significance of Johnny Gaudreau eclipsing the 100-point mark? Craig Conroy, it's not just a number. It's like when we say, it doesn't matter when we play our old team. Let's be honest, we want to beat them more than any other team. That's what we have to say as players. To get 100 points, wow. It's amazing. We talked about when he had 99, how special it would have been to get the 100. Even when Jerome was leading the league in scoring. Obviously, the game has changed and scoring has gone back up since then, but for me, that's a special, special number. Why is Gaudreau better positioned to have success in the playoffs than he was, say, 2 or 3 years ago? I think back to when I was in St. Louis, they said, Brett Hull can never win. Well, you know what, that's not true. The way I look at it now is that everyone wants Johnny to do it. It's so hard to win in the playoffs, and you put so much pressure on one player. I do think the game changes a little bit in those playoffs. A lot of times Monty was hurt. He had different line mates, and was getting the hard matchups. And you need to get some breaks early in those series. It's so hard to score in the playoffs that everyone wants him to continue with that pace. He did create chances and he does make plays. He doesn't get as many calls. After the last one, I talked to him about it and said, hey, the last game you played, the way you drove through the middle and didn't shake your hand, that's how you're going to have to play because they're not going to call those little ticky-tack penalties they do in the regular season. And by you doing that, it kind of shows the ref up. So you just have to play your game. For sure with Daryl, he's going to help that situation. That's what we've always believed bringing Daryl in would do. I got to live it firsthand and to see what he does, how he handles things, and what he expects out of everybody. I think the line he's on is built for the playoffs. I've seen Matthew Tkachuk win a Memorial Cup. I've seen Johnny win a Frozen Four, a national championship, World Juniors. All these things these guys have won. I think we're a little bit hard because we're like, they didn't win the Stanley Cup. Well, they've won a lot of other things. Does this team remind you of the 2004 Cup final team in any way? No. The 0-4 team was blood and guts and gonna get by with Jerome and Kipper 2 stars. The rest of us knew, because Daryl told us, we don't have enough S. We need to win 1-0. That means Kipper and Jerome do their thing, and the rest of you guys make it hard to play against. I thought we were a little better than Daryl might have told us, but that was his mindset going in. But with this team, I see scoring all over. I know the guys haven't scored maybe at the clip we'd want recently, but I'm not even worried. I'd rather be a little cold now, and then heat up in the playoffs. Given where this team was last fall, and where it is now, what has surprised you most about this group? How well the top line has played. Our third pairing has been amazing. Really amazing. I don't give Hanifin and Anderson enough credit. Our whole decor as a unit has been outstanding. You're hoping this is how it was going to go. Did I see it going this way? No. You're waiting to watch the games to see how it's going to work, but I can't say enough good things about what that group has done. That might be even more surprising than the first line. Mangy having 31 goals already is pretty amazing. Then the other guys coming in. The leadership from the Lewises and the Colemans, who have won before and just go about their business, brings that to the table. What Daryl's doing is what we brought Daryl in for, to win games and to get us in a position to make the playoffs and from there to move forward. This was a team we believed in, and with all his experience, I know he said he didn't think that coming in, but I don't think Darryl takes a job unless he thinks he can take a team to where it can contend for a Stanley Cup at some point. State the case for Elias Lindholm to win the Selke this year as the NHL's best defensive forward. He does everything defensively that I want. The way he has penalties, face-offs, his little attention to detail,